But the other day, when we had issues with our son Bobi Wine when he was making some trouble, and we shut down his concert at BUSABALA, that's when we got into all this. It was an economy because the singers, they okuhimba. So somebody kuhimbas. But the muhimbi has no money. So he gets, they call them promoters. People who have got money say, okay, I'll give you money so that you organize. What is the money for? To make chairs or what? Since it's a courage. Huh? Oh, okay. So the promoters now bring money to advertise the event so that people know it. Maybe book a venue. Maybe also, I think there's even the issue of public address systems. So you had the muhimbi, you had the money man, and who else? And he had wow, umurara. Beba biliabo.
The promoter takes everything.
It takes everything. So the promoter exploits. Exploits the muhimbi, but was still, as soon as the song is out, it is taken by everybody. Because the originator is not protected. Is not protected. There was no law until. This is the first time or what? What is happening here? What am I doing here? Am I like speak the one who saw the Nile for the first time? For the Europeans or what? I will know what I'm doing later. But I was surprised to know that really, how can it be that people didn't know this? But somebody said the copyright law was there, but it was where? Can you explain, Vemanya, what was the problem? Explain. Don't be so ceremonial and just... let's educate our people. What was the problem?
Your Excellency, the law was in place, but implementation was the challenge due to lack of coordination of the implementing agencies. Because you find URSB has a role to play, UCC has a role to play, and other ministries were coordinated. So what you are watching, Your Excellency...
the other one? URBCS? The other one?
Uganda Communications Commission, UCC. Your Excellency.
UCC?
Yes, Your Excellency.
How does that one come in?
It regulates. The other problem, Your Excellency, you didn't, that affects the singers is actually piracy. When you sing a song and someone uses it without paying you. So you find that in hotels, in bars, people are singing Ragadi's song, but he's not getting any. So that's how UCC comes in, Your Excellency, to regulate.
But how does UCC, what would it do? Huh?
Your Excellency, UCC allows the radios and the TV.
Or the radios. But how about other means? Those are not, it should be the police, I think.
Your Excellency, police is also involved, and one of the things we have done, Your Excellency, is that we have URSB has signed an MOU with Uganda Police Force, and we have a police unit at URSB for enforcement against piracy, Your Excellency.
I think that's what reality, because this is theft.
Yes, Your Excellency.
When people steal my cows, I don't go to UCC and I go to the police. This is
Your Excellency, there is a full-time police, if I call it, unit at URSB now, supervised by senior superintendent of police.
So I thank you very much. I was
Thank you
really-
very much, sir.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Sit down. Because when I was asking the other year, because we had to rescue these promoters, because the promoters had put in money and then we had, so they were in trouble. And you know, Ugandans are not very careful with money. I don't know why. They borrow from banks. And banks have got high interest. But why do you borrow this type of money when things are risky? So they were really in trouble. So that's how I came to know that there was this gap. We are protecting goats, we are protecting cows, we are protecting pigs. If you take my, well, I don't keep pigs, but those who keep pigs, if you take somebody's pig, you go to jail. But somebody could steal my song, could steal my book, could steal my computer software. Is it part of that? Yes, and just go and use it. Now, but Memani is now telling us that the law was there, but it was not implemented. Well, at least that is 50% guilt. When was the law put in place? Huh? 2015, recently also. What was happening before? There was nothing. What was there? You tell us. You educated our people. You go and tell us.
Your Excellency, with me here is the director responsible. Can I ask Mercy to support?
Thank you.
That sounds like a daughter of our tailor, Kainobushu.
Yes, Your Excellency.
That is our tailor, the father of this one, must be the father
Yeah.
of our tailor. He died recently, not long ago.
Yes, Your Excellency. Yes. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Like the Registrar General mentioned.
Because on a global audience, you are now being accused of negligence.
Yes, Your Excellency, we have had different laws that regulate intellectual property.
What was there before 2015?
There was a 1964 law that was not comprehensive, like the Registrar General mentioned. It did not provide a strong and robust protection for the owners of the copyright works in regard to literary, artistic, and scientific works.
Okay, now you hear Ugandans that our daughter there, Kenowisho and Bemanya, will explain to you, because you know they use those words which are not clear. Strong and robust. What does that mean? Okay, sit down.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency.
What it was not strong and robust. You tell us exactly. So this strong and robust, what is it doing? Which the other one was not doing, so that we can get it. To say they were imprisoning you for 6 months. Now you are going to be imprisoned for 5 years, so that we know that this one is more deterrent than the other one. So you get time and explain it on TV, so that people understand or write something. So really, what I don't like are public servants, including political leaders, but especially the technical people, because these political leaders are seasonal. They come, they go. But the technical people are the ones who are the permanent system of the government, of the state. They should not allow these gaps to be there. You should see this gap, and that's why you are there. Why don't you see this gap? How could a gap like this be there? That you are protecting cows, you're protecting goats, you're protecting pigs, you're protecting shops, but you are not protecting intellectual products. Why should this be? Or you are doing it weekly. And yet there is a department in the Ministry of Justice, I'm sure, Attorney Generals, which deals with that. You hear, even by 1964, when there was not much intellectual property around, I think they had sort of copied it from other places. They had heard about it, but it was not strong enough. So it's not good. It's not good for people to betray the people that they serve. When you serve, you should make sure that there is no, as you say, no stone unturned. That you should not do to serve the people you are mandated to serve. And it is also a calling from God, because God will ask you, how did Ragadi go bankrupt when you were there? And yet he was a good singer. Don't think things are going to end here. Even in heaven, you'll appear before a tribunal. So you are the one in charge of the legal system. Why didn't you protect these singers? So I was really surprised last year when we were dealing with this. I didn't know.